morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen Baby. So I'm not feeling well, y'all. Okay. So I'm drinking my tea. I'm drinking my lemon. Okay. My ginger. I'm doing all that. I'm not feeling well today. Okay. But I'm here to start trouble. Okay. Now, yesterday, I'm sorry. I had to miss y'all. Y'all know I told y'all last week I'm preparing to get my back some things done to my back from my car accident. Now I remember telling y'all that I had the car accident in 2019. It was actually 2018. Okay. But I remember 19 because that's when they started giving me the shots in my back and in my neck. Okay. So this is the thing. So I have to start preparing um for them to do some things to my back. So I got to get all these tests done and stuff like that. So sometimes you will not see me up here, y'all. I gotta, I miss dancing with my husband. I ain't lying to y'all. I miss dancing with my husband. I can still do things that I want to do. Okay. But, I still do my wifely duties. I can still get around. But it's pain when I move. Okay. Unless I don't get that gabapentin. That gabapentin saved me every day. Okay. I know a lot of y'all got horror stories about that gabapentin. But that gabapentin saved me, honey. Okay. That gives me my, I can move around. You know what I'm saying? So now my back is trying to do a lockup on me. Because from 2018 to now, that's a long time for your back to be messed up. And so now it's getting worse. And so that's why you didn't see me yesterday. I was in my doctor's office trying to figure out what were we going to do. What's the next step? So, it is what it is, baby. I'm not getting surgery, but I'm getting, other stuff that will help me so it won't be surgery because surgery is scary. And I'll share something with you. I don't want to be confined to anything. You understand? I don't want to be confined to anything. And I want to still be able to dance with my husband. I want to still be able to do things with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to confine myself to anything. So I rather see what's the alternative besides surgery. Okay, so I'm walking down that avenue now. I'm ready for that because I miss dancing with my king. I miss us doing things together. Now, mind you, that gather pen to give me, I can still do a two-step with that gather pen. I ain't lying to you. I can still do a two-step with that gather pen. But baby, I used to get down before that car accident. You hear me? Me and my king used to get down before that car accident. So I just wanted to put that out there. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to rock with me. Let's get into the foolery, okay? Let's get into the nonsense. Eric, what's going on, sir? Steven, I see you. Black lady, what's up, baby? Melania, what's going on, honey? It's good to see you. Grace, what's up, baby? How you doing? It's good to see you. All right, who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? Corey Joe, what's up, sir? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me. 18, what's up, baby? Jay LaRaw dropping that content, baby. All right. Embrace the grace, always dropping content as well. Shout out to all the content creators. Corey Joe doing the damn thing. Okay. Corey Joe doing the damn thing with the beats. Shout out to you, sir, as well. All right, we gonna do what it do. And to all the newcomers, hello. The title of this foolery today is President Biden and Vice President Harris. Thank you for being proxies to this foolishness. Okay? Now, I knew something was wrong when we saw one of the small hat people come to the United Nations. Okay? I knew something was wrong. Okay? Because I need people to co-sign my bullshit. Okay? I need people to co-sign my bullshit. Okay? I need people to co-sign my bullshit. So this is why I'm going to the United Nations. Okay? Okay, listen up. Americans, we proxy every motherfucking thing that happens in this bitch. Our taxpayer money proxies this bullshit right here. How you got one problem across the way? Okay? You got one problem across the motherfucking way. And then you go and fuck with somebody else. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? This is the nonsense that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like the small hat people just go around and just mess with everybody. Okay? Just mess with everybody because they know that we gonna proxy this nonsense. They know we gonna proxy this nonsense. This is the uncomfortable truth. This is the uncomfortable truth that we do not want to hear. You go and give Ukraine 8 billion. Mind you, everybody keeps saying his wife allegedly, okay? His wife is shopping in France. Y'all giving money to this man for his wife to be shopping in France and doing all types of foolery. This is the thing that irks my nerve. We proxy every type of nonsense and we think that this is okay. We think that this is okay. Lenard, thank you, baby, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. This is the nonsense that just it does not make sense. We proxy every foolery that happened in this bitch. Everything that happens in this bitch. And because they know they have the weight of the US behind them, they go and fuck with other nations. They go and fuck with other nations. And because they are allies to us, we go and help them in their devious behavior. Okay? We go and help them in their devious behavior. And the only thing that they will say, this is what they say. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate you, baby. This is what they will say. We are trying to protect our nation. Mind you, at the same time, putting the U.S. in harm's way. Putting us in harm's way. We have sent our own children down to a foreign nation to help them in their foolery. I disagree with us helping other nations do foolery. I disagree with that. Sending our own blood to another nation to help them do foolery. Mind you, this is already written in the Bible that these nations are supposed to war. It's already written that these same nations are supposed to war. Do you think you can stop this? Do you think you can stop this? When it's already written that these nations are supposed to war. Mind you, these nations are blood related. If we're reading the Bible correctly, these nations are blood related. They're brothers in this bitch going off on each other. It doesn't make sense. If you put either one of them together, you couldn't tell which is which. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell who is who. If you put them together, that's how thick their bloodline is. If you put them together, you could not tell who is who, damn it. You couldn't. You could not tell who is who unless they dress, unless they put on their traditional garment. You could not tell who is who. If they wore regular clothes, you could not tell who is who. But we proxy in this bullshit. Our children are going to go into glory because of nonsense. Every time this particular small hat person come to the United Nations, they label who is a problem for them. And then we, as the baby of the world, because we are the baby, we are the youngest in the entire world. We are the babies of the world, okay? You go and call the baby to come. You call the baby to come to help you do nonsense and proxy a war. I said what I said. I said what I said. Africa is the mama. Okay? Africa is the mama, the grandma. That's what Africa is. Africa is the grandma. France is the father. And Britain is the mother. And America is the motherfucking baby. How is it that they always calling the baby to come do bullshit? Because the baby is out of order. The baby is out of order. They always call the baby to do nonsense. The baby is out of order. Because even a baby paying for changes to their own people. If you want to be a girl today, you could be a girl. We going to change you. You're going to get a change to be a girl. If you want to be a boy today, we going to change you to be a boy, but you was born a girl. The baby is out of order. The baby is out of order. But yet they come to the baby for everything, every damn thing. Because the baby is the one that got the military might. The baby is the one that got the military might. How old has the nation of the small people, the small hat people, been in existence? Longer than the U.S. That land has been there longer than we have been born in this bitch. But yet y'all come to us to start shit with every motherfucking body else. This is bullshit. We got our own motherfucking problems. We got an election that's coming up that this shit can be a do or die motherfucking affair. Okay? You got people lying about what color they are. Okay? You got people taking opportunities for photo ops and shit. Okay? This is what the fuck y'all doing. When we should be worried about some of these states, okay, that look like fucking Atlantis. Okay? Some of these states that look like fucking Atlantis, they underwater. My condolences to all the families who lost any family members. May Yahweh be with you all to continue to protect y'all who are still here. Don't worry about those material things that you have lost, baby. God will make sure he give it back to you triple fold. Your life is more precious than anything. You best believe it. Biden get up here and he gonna say, well, we gave them all that they needed. Now, could he have misspoken? Yes, more than likely he misspoken. and they gotta stop trying to do a interview with Biden. Y'all know Biden is a damn problem, but y'all keep wanting to ask him questions and shit. Now, could it be he misspoke? Yes, he misspoke. He said we gave them all that they needed. He know doggone well y'all didn't give them all that they needed. These states need help. They need help. Now, yes, FEMA is on the ground. Shout out to FEMA. Shout out to FEMA. FEMA on the motherfucking ground. They got the National Guard on the motherfucking ground. Shout out to the National Guard. Okay? And the resources are there for everybody to get it, long as that they can get on that website. Mind you, FEMA said, we know y'all ain't got no internet. We know the phones ain't working. We gonna have people come out to the neighborhoods. Shout out to FEMA. But I want to share this little tidbit with y'all that y'all all missed, okay? Now, when you in crisis, right, you in trouble. Only people that you remember is the one who came down here. I ain't lying. It's the truth. I ain't lying. You only remember the person who came down here. Now, what Trump did, was it a photo opportunity? Yes, it was, but he took it. He took it. Okay? Should he been down here? No, he shouldn't have been down here. But he took that photo out. And it is what it is. He took it. Now, after a crisis happened, should anybody that is president or vice president be in that area? No, they shouldn't. Because it take away from resources from the town. Okay? That's manpower when I say resources. It's true. Okay? It's true. He shouldn't have been down here. But he's not the vice president. And he's not the president. Okay? He's not. Okay? He's not. So is he wrong? Because they don't need to have extra manpower around him. He got his Secret Service. Now, is he wrong to go down there? Technically, yes, he was wrong to go down there. But will the people remember that he was there? They're going to remember. They're going to remember. He bought 2 truckloads of supplies. And 1 tanker full of gas. Okay, oil. They not going to forget that shit. They going to remember. They going to remember. Excuse me. When they go, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I got the horrible cold. One of the kids came home with a bug, and I've been trying to get them better. And at the same time, trying to get better myself. So this is the thing. This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. Was he wrong? Yes, he was wrong. But nobody's going to forget that he came down here with those 2 trucks and the 1 tanker. Nobody's going to forget that shit. Now, when he mentioned that Biden didn't contact the governor, he was lying about that. We all know when a disaster happened with any state, either the president called that governor or the governor calls the president and tell them, listen, we need this. We need boots on the ground. So what Trump did he misspoke? No, he didn't misspoke. A lot of people say he misspoke. Nope. He didn't misspoke. He lied. That's the truth. That's the truth. He lied. But the people are going to remember him for coming when they were in need. That's the thing. They not gonna remember how Biden had FEMA come down in there in that bitch. They not gonna remember that. They not. This is the uncomfortable truth. They're not going to remember that. They will not. They not gonna remember that part. They gonna remember how Trump came down there in that bitch and brought them some supplies. Okay? Even though Trump don't have any power to have sent FEMA and and billions of dollars to these states. He doesn't have that power yet. But they're going to remember how he came down here in their time of need. When you going through bullshit, say your house, something happened to your house, right? Something happened to your house. And you're the only one there. Okay? You're the only one there. Okay? And you need help. Now, some of your family members sent you money through a Cash App and shit. They sent you money. They sent you a Zelle and this and that. But let me check this out. You only remember the family members who came and helped you clean up that house. You say thank you to the other family members who gave you money, but you only remember the ones who came and helped you clean up that house and rebuild. So what Trump did, he did a motherfucking ace in the hole that nobody ain't gonna ever forget. I listen. You can get mad all you want, but it is what it is, baby. I'm sorry. Now, Eric, thank you, Eric, for the $2 super chat. Eric said the main thing is who's shown to give relief for the people. This is true. This is true. And they're going to remember how Trump came down here. Now, mind you, those supplies are not enough. It need to be more. But he got a fundraiser going on right now. And people are giving millions of dollars to him to give to the families that are in trouble. And these same people, either they be Democrat or Republican, they not gonna forget the shit that he did. I'm sorry. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you. I'm not lying to you. Even though everybody's saying it's a photo op. Yep, it's a photo op. It's a photo op. But the people ain't gonna look at it like that as a photo op because they're hurting. They're hurting. They're in trouble. So they need somebody to resonate with them. So what he did was an ace in a motherfucking hole. You can get mad all you want, but it is what it is. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. If you like the content, I appreciate you. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. This is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. This is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. Woo. When I think about it, I just shake my head when I think about it. Because regardless of what we think about Trump, of regardless of anything, okay? Regardless if you think it's a photo op, regardless if you think it's just an opportunity he did it for, the thing is, he was there. They're not going to forget that shit. Those people will not forget that he came down here. They not. I don't care how you spin it, how you turn it around, especially if he was walking around hugging people and shit. I ain't lying. I ain't motherfucking lying. Especially if he was walking around hugging people and shit. They not no people. Listen, listen, listen. I give two shits what y'all saying. I'm letting you know. When people are motherfucking hurting, when people are motherfucking hurting and somebody hug them, they remember that shit. They remember that shit. That shit stay with them. Even if the person didn't have clean intentions. Mm-hmm. But they hugged them to tell them, I'm here for you and I understand. That person will not forget that shit. You have just won a voter. I ain't lying. I ain't motherfucking lying. You just won a voter right now. All those people that Trump went down here and brought those two tankers and that oil rig. No. Watch you see. It's going to be a motherfucking turnaround in that bitch. Now, listen. Biden did what he was supposed to do. He sent FEMA. He did the right thing. He sent FEMA. Okay? He also sent the National Guard. He did the right thing. But the one thing he messed up on is when he said, we sent enough. He should have said that. He should have said, I am in talks with the governors, and whatever they need, we gonna supply. No matter how much it costs, we gonna get it done. Now, if he would have said that shit, okay, nobody would have said nothing. Nobody would have said nothing. But he had capped the shit. And mind you, a couple days before, he gave Ukraine, he gave Ukraine 8 billion. He gave Ukraine 8 billion. That's the uncomfortable truth. This is why people gonna be upset. This is why people are mad. Because they like, how you gonna put a cap on these states that's in trouble, but you gave Ukraine 8 billion to continue the bullshit they doing over there with Russia. So they not gonna take kindly to the shit. Now, was Trump out of pocket? He was out of pocket. He was out of pocket. Was it a photo op? Yes, it was a photo op. Don't act like it was nothing else. It was a photo op. But he won the hearts of all those people. He won the hearts of all those people. I don't care what senators come out. I don't care what governors come out. Anybody who out here in these YouTube streets, Instagram streets, that will get up here and talk about Trump, those people who were in trouble, they ain't gonna forget that shit. They're not gonna forget how he came down here with the two trucks and the oil rig. They're not gonna forget about the oil tanker or whatever. They're not gonna forget about that shit. I'm sorry. I don't care how you try to spin it. I don't care how you try to spin it, baby. Okay? Now, listen. This is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to believe. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear or believe. All right? And I want y'all to hear this. Check this out. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to this. Grub Kitchen gonna drop this. Okay? He gonna do a little cursing. But this is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. And this is why we will never see reparations. But nobody wants to believe this truth. Okay? We're going to jump on something else. Excuse me, y'all. We're going to jump on something else. But we're going to go back to the main topic. Okay? Check this out. Check out what Grub Kitchen said.
Did y'all know that every U.S. president was a descendant of slave owners? Every last one, except one. Guess who is the only U.S. president that's not a descendant of slave owners? Donald fucking Trump. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And he the only one that said black people built this country and we deserve our respect and we deserve reparations. He said that white supremacy has marginalized blacks all over the world. Man, y'all motherfuckers think Donald Trump racist. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all the same people that took the shot. Oh yeah, give me a COVID shot. Oh, give me a fucking...
Now I should have blocked that part because you can't say that word on YouTube. Okay, C19 is the word. But that's the truth. This is why you will never see reparations. Because everyone that has been the president of the United States, their family, their family owned slaves. Everyone, even Barack on his mama's side. Mm-hmm. The thing is that the founding fathers and even people who own slaves, one thing they must have made a covenant back in the day. They must have made a covenant back in the day that their bloodline would rule the United States. Because if you went back into the bloodlines of everyone who is in the House and in the Senate, okay, at least half of them are descendants of slave owners. See, this is what they talk about when they say generational wealth passed down. Because the founding fathers and even slave owners, their bloodline continued to remain here in the United States, just like the descendants of slaves. How is it that majority, only one, but majority of them, all their family, are slave owners? They were all slave owners, all of them, except Trump. Mind you, I'm not here to support Trump. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. I give two shits. I know who I'm going to vote for. I give two shits. But the thing is that even slave masters understood generational wealth. Even them understanding that their bloodline has to continue to go forth. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? For them to know that they want their bloodline to continue to rule the United States of America. That they took enough time to say, we want our bloodline to continue the foolery. Okay? This is why y'all will never see reparations. This is the uncomfortable truth. This is why y'all will never see reparations. I don't care how you try to spin it, turn it around, whatever, jump it back and forth. This is why y'all will never see reparations. Because most of the people in the House and in the Senate are descendants. I ain't lying to you. Y'all can keep saying what you want to say, but that's the truth. Y'all ain't gonna see reparations. I'm letting you know right now. Get that out your head. Y'all not gonna see reparations. It's not. It's not coming. Shadow, thank you, baby, for the 1999 super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you, baby, for the 19.99 super chat. Coffee from last week. Job had me busy. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. Now, anything anything through Christ is possible. Ooh, anything through Christ is possible. Okay. When Satan is doing it, how is it possible? Let's put that out there. Cause some of y'all get in here, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Okay? Even the ones that we put in power that are black, okay, they already said it's not gonna happen. They will get in here and do shoulda, woulda, coulda while they're running. Okay? Shoulda, woulda, coulda while they're running. And then once they get a seat, once they get a seat, okay? Once they get a seat in there, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. It's so crazy. They don't do one thing. And they quick to tell you, I'm just not going to do anything just for black people. I'm not just going to do anything for black people. Why is that? Even Barack, who we love so much because he got that Southern Baptist talk. Even Barack, that we love so much. Even Barack has turned on us as well. Because when he introduced the rainbow community as it's okay for them to marry, that's when the floodgates open. That's when the floodgates open. One thing I'll share something with y'all about the devil. A lot of us believe the devil is stupid, but the devil is very smart. I'm going to share with you what I mean. In the Bible, right? How many times have I said this to y'all? In the Bible, right? The Bible says, in the Bible it says that we must abide by the law of the land, right? We must abide by the law of the land. So anything that is not right, anything that is not of God, what they do is they put it in the law of the land. See, even the devil know the Bible up and down. Know the Bible better than you. He knows what the words say better than us. This is the uncomfortable truth that we do not want to hear. This is the uncomfortable truth we do not want to hear. A lot of us will get up here and say we dislike Trump. We can't stand Trump. I don't want to see him be president. Lakeisha, we already know Yahweh is real, baby. Please leave my chat, baby. Leave my chat because I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand. We know Yahweh is real, baby. We know. The conversation right now, we not talking about Yahweh right now. We talking about the foolery that's going on. And yes, Yahweh see it. Now, this is the thing. Now, I want to share something with y'all. I'm not against anybody who put God in the midst. I am not. Okay? But we talking about heathens right now. Okay? We talking about people who doing demonic stuff. And I'm up here getting indignant. I do not want to put Yahweh name in any foolery that I got to answer to for later. Okay? So that's why I'm telling y'all, be mindful of what you say. We all know that we love Yahweh. We all know that we all know that we want to follow the laws and commandments of Yahweh. We do. But we also have to address foolery as well. We also need to address nonsense as well. Okay? Because like in the Bible, God said, you make one step, I'll take two. So if you call out foolery on what somebody is doing, and you know that it's wrong, God can make the two steps. You call out it, you made the call, you made the one step, God will take two. We have to call people on their foolishness. Righteous judgment needs to take place. Not just judgment, but righteous judgment needs to take place. Now, check this out. We're here. We're talking about all the foolery that's going on in this world. All the nonsense that we proxy in this foolishness. But they don't have money for reparations. They got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. When Tupac said that, he wasn't lying. He was not lying when he said that. They got money for every other foolishness except for the right things. They got money for every other foolishness except for the right things. Let's get into the next video. I want y'all to hear it because people are tired. We're tired. Okay? People are tired. It's aggravating. It's aggravating. And here you go. Here you go with Officer Tatum. Okay? Officer Tatum is talking about the women of The View. Okay? And how they call themselves kicking Trump back in. Okay? And I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to hear it. It'll be a commercial first. Okay? Take heed to the message, y'all.
I went to college right out of high school, and I failed miserably. I decided to go back to school. That's pretty cool.
Not only did his pointless photo op take up needed resources away from actually helping people,
to tell them in their most dire moments that no one's coming for you is just
but it will happen again. He's politicizing tragedy. And you know, my father lives in Florida. He can't return to his home. His home, all floors are destroyed.
The View can't let a good crisis go to waste. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com, get you one of these shirts. We also have yard signs, hats. We added some more stuff to the store. So go check out the store. Put in a discount code that you see right here. Link is in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you hit the GoFundMe link. So I'm just going to tell you right now, just in case somebody missed the GoFundMe link, Donald Trump is helping raise money for the tragedy that has gone on across the South with this hurricane that came through and just devastated communities. Yeah. Donald Trump is I think they raised about $3 million. We're going to give a couple thousand, but the link is going to be in the description section. Jump on that if you want to jump now or after the video. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen of View. These women are so crazy. Let me just let them talk, and then I'm going to comment. Roll the clip.
I want you to take a look at this clip. Maybe you'll understand why I'm so annoyed.
Yeah.
The president just called me yesterday afternoon. I missed him and called him right back. And he just said, hey, what do you need? And I told him, you know, we got what we need. We'll work through the federal process. He offered that if there's other things we need, just to call him directly, which I appreciate that.
The governor's doing a very good job. He's having a hard time getting the president on the phone. I guess they're not being responsive. I haven't reached out to him. No, I think he's sleeping right now.
He said Trump is sleeping. Biden is sleeping right now.
Get this straight, he's lying. And the governor told him he was lying. The governor told me he was lying. I've spoken to the governor, spent time with him, and he told me he's lying. I don't know why he does this, but it's simply not true, and it's irresponsible.
Yeah.
Now that's true. Trump is lying. Because anytime a disaster happens in any state, the president or either the governor of that state gets in contact with each other because they need help. So that's not true. Now, did he misspoke? Nope, he did not misspoke. He was lying. Okay? He was lying. Now, listen, regardless of how we try to spin this bad boy, okay? He did a photo op. But will the people of these states feel that he did a photo op? They will not, because you want to know why? They're hurting. They're hurting. People don't remember the people who sent money. They remember the people who came and was in the trenches with them. That's who they remember. They remember the ones who came and brought resources. Mind you, check this out. Biden did do the right thing by sending FEMA. Shout out to FEMA. I said this earlier. Shout out to FEMA. Shout out to the National Guard. He did the right thing. But they're only going to remember Trump being there. That's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. They're only going to remember Trump being there with the 2 trucks, with the oil tanker. They only going to remember that. They're not going to remember nothing else. Because at the time, especially if he hugged people, especially if he hugged them, it's going to be all right. Don't worry. It's going to be all right. They're not going to forget that. Now, was he wrong to go down there after the aftermath of this devastation? Yes, he was wrong. He was wrong. But he's not the acting president. He's not the president. He's not the vice president. They only ask that the vice president and the president don't come to devastating areas because, why? Because it takes up manpower. But he's not the president. You see what I'm saying? He's not the president. He's able to go where he wants to go. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. So with The View clowning him about going, he's just a law-abiding citizen. That's it. He's just a law-abiding citizen that got security. That's it. So technically, he won that round. I'm sorry. That's it. That's what it is. That's what it is. He won that one. Okay. Regardless if y'all think it's a photo op or not. Okay. I know it's a photo op, but he won that one. He won it. Yeah. And he won the hearts of those people in that town. Okay. Just want to put that out there. Because when people are in trouble, they only remember the people who came for them. I ain't lying to you. Let's get back into the story.
Not only did his pointless photo op take up needed resources away from actually helping people, he straight up lied again to Americans. Now, I have to just keep saying, is the GOP brain dead? How can they allow him to?
See, I wouldn't be mad at Whoopi Goldturds if she actually was consistent on both sides about deception and lies. It appears that Donald Trump did misspeak and he was inaccurate about what his assessment.
No, Tatum, no, we ain't gonna let you get that, Tatum. And I love your show, Tatum. I can't let you get that, baby. I'm sorry. He didn't misspoke. He lied. He lied. But have the Democrats not lied? They have lied. How many times where Kamala was speaking that she straight up lied and nobody fact checked her ass? Okay? Nobody fact checked her. Okay? They just let her continue to speak. Even when she go on these podcasts, especially these black podcasts, all of y'all motherfuckers should be ashamed of yourselves. Because nobody presses the issue with her. And I understand you got a nice check. I understand that, okay? Because when you get a nice check, you want to be nice to people. I understand that, okay? I understand. There's nothing wrong with you trying to be nice. But every question can't start off, my mother lived in such and such, and she was a single mother. Nobody gives a fuck, Kamala. Nobody cares. A lot of us grew up with single mothers. Nobody care. We don't care that your mama lived on top of a daycare center. We don't care. We give two shits. Some of our mothers lived in the projects. Some of our mothers smoked crack and did dope. Okay? Some of our mothers was whores. Some of our mothers worked 80 hours a week. Okay? More than 80 hours a week to supply a safe home for us. Some of us was latchkey kids. Okay? Some of us went through hell, baby. Some of us went through hell. But everything that you saying in this bitch, every time you start off with something, it's my mother. We give two shits. We asking you about the economy. What the fuck are you gonna do about the economy? Why the fuck is we proxying bullshit? Every time the small hat people come to the UN and they say they got a problem with so and so and so, the next week they in some bullshit and we get dragged the fuck into the bullshit. I want y'all to understand something. Y'all see the shit that's going on across the world. Please be advised we in that shit too. Okay? Please be advised that these nations are looking at us too, okay? So when shit start happening on our own soil and shit, don't be surprised, okay? Don't be surprised. When shit start happening on our own soils, don't be surprised. Because we proxied all this bullshit. All this nonsense that's going across the world, if it wasn't for our money, these nations couldn't do nothing. The small hat people come to the United Nations and they give this big speech. Everybody up there clapping. Yes, yes, yes. Mind you, in the back of his mind, when he getting up there speaking to the United Nations, he's in the back of his mind, he thinking he coming for all his enemies. Those people that are his enemies are actually his bloodline. If we talking about the Bible, if we going biblical, okay? If we going biblical, they're related. Put both of these nations next to each other without their garments. Their traditional garments that they wear. Okay? Without their traditional garments. Just put them in jeans and a shirt. Or suits. Put them in. And let them talk. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell them apart at all. Because they come from the same bloodline. The same bloodline, Abraham. If we want to go biblical, Abraham, I'm looking at you, okay? I'm looking at you, Abraham. This is your bloodline doing all this nonsense. I'm looking at you, Abraham. Put them together. You can't tell them apart at all. At all, damn it. You can't tell them apart. But they can't stand each other. Why? Why they can't stand each other? Why they can't stand each other? Who is the children's first teacher? Who is the children's first teacher? Thank you. It's the mother. The children's first teacher is the mother. What did Sarah do to Hagar? If we go on biblical, right? What did Sarah do to Hagar? If we go on biblical, if we doing it biblically, what did Sarah do to Hagar? So now Hagar's son saw his mama disheartened, crying, hurt, sad. And what do boys do? What do boys do? Anybody who hurt my mama, I'm going to decimate them. Anybody who hurt my mama, I'm going to decimate them. Sarah taught her son, you are the promise. You are the promise. That's what she told her son. You are the promise. Mind you, Sarah, if she would have just waited on God, she moved too fast. If she just waited on God, okay? Hagar shouldn't even been in the picture. Hagar wouldn't even been in the picture, baby. But Sarah was too fast. She couldn't wait on God. So now, she didn't wait on God. Now, the promise was what? Because what? Hagar's son is still Abraham's son. Am I right? Okay. So even in the desert, when Hagar and her son was in trouble, God gave her the promise. So both of them was given the promise. This is what the Bible says, right? Both of them was given the promise. So aren't they supposed to live in that nation happily to motherfucking together? Aren't they? They shouldn't be out here warring this shit up. Am I right? Am I right? If we go on biblical, that's what it's supposed to be, right? They're blood. They are blood. Abraham, I'm looking at you. Abraham, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Okay? There's a problem here. Sarah, all you had to do was wait on God. You did nonsense. Why would you give Hagar to Abraham in the first place? That was dumb. I'm sorry. Yahweh promised to you that through you nations will come. Through you a mighty nation will be formed. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That does not make sense. Now look at this foolishness. Look at this nonsense. They warring because of what? Because of they're the same. What did I say to y'all? Put them together. They in the same suit. They got the same suit on, everything. Put them together. And don't let nobody say nothing. Don't even let them even speak. You can't tell them apart. You can't tell them apart. They look alike. It's the same bloodline. Same bloodline. These are two brothers that are warring because why? Their mama was hurt. You see how I lay in that? I know y'all was like, where's she gonna lay in that at, right? Two brothers hurting and warring because their mamas was hurt. These are two brothers in the trenches with each other, all because of their mama mistake. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Sarah should have sat her happy ass down somewhere and waited on Yahweh. Excuse me, y'all. I got horrible cold. Should have sat her behind down somewhere and Hagar should have not have ever been introduced.
It was, and I don't think he should have said nothing unless he knew what he was talking about. It appears that Brian Kemp said, look, the guy's responsible. He asked me I need anything. I told him I'm good. I can call him on the phone directly. Donald Trump was wrong. But y'all can't be saying Donald Trump, look, he's lying again, and you just overlook all the lies and deception from your own party. Your argument is a moot point. It doesn't matter. You guys are disingenuous at best.
Continue to act as if he is in charge. And I hate looking at you because it makes it...
We do want him to be in charge. We do want Donald Trump to act like he's in charge because he's promoting himself as the future president. Kamala Harris is running for office. She's not showing up and doing nothing. Joe Biden may have been communicating over the phone, but he's not physically showing up to help people. Now, let them finish.
I feel like I'm directing it at you.
This is the dumbest woman on the internet because I know where the other women stand, right? This fool claims that she a Democrat, she a Republican. She is the dumbest person on the internet. I just want to throw that out there. I can't, every time I look at her, I get sick to my stomach, thinking about how much of a soft coward, I want to call her a weenie, but normally I only call dudes weenies. I don't know what to call her. She is the weakest, most feckless Republican talking on television. She's worse than Mitt Romney to me. Look at her. Just can't wait to simp for the Democrats.
But you're the only person I can ask. What the hell's going on?
I watched this clip, and I can't believe after 4 years of time away from him, this is still what we want. Governor Brian Kemp, a popular Republican governor of Georgia, is someone I could totally support for president. He's able to show up. He's able to work across the aisle, praise Joe Biden when he needs it. But instead, we're going with this buffoon who never misses the opportunity to politicize a tragedy. And you said something important. I've been to more natural disaster visits than most people. I traveled a lot with Vice President Pence. The emergency managers on the ground, the first thing they'll tell you is they don't want VIP visits in the initial aftermath. It takes police resources.
She's right. That's true. Oh, green beans, I'm taking herbs and everything. I'm doing it. I done already did my ginger, my honey, my tea, my lemon, all that. So I'm doing it. It's breaking up, but it still hurts, because the baby girl, our wine baby, the last one, she came home. She's a hugger. Okay. She's one of those children that like to hug everybody at school. All her friends. So when she go to school, we know, like, okay, something coming home because she's a hugger. So she got sick and she brought it home to the whole house. So we all under vapor rub and everything and wearing masks and stuff like that. So that's how it is when you got one of the little small ones, okay? They hug everybody and bring everything home, okay? So yeah, we still doing it up. We herbaling it up, and we taking all these concoctions. And also there's something that my husband give us all. It's called what do they call it? Alligator pepper. Okay. In Africa, it's something like it brings up everything that's in you. Okay, that all that mucus, all that stuff. So it's really good. Okay, but it is so spicy. It's so spicy. Let's get back to the story. So what they're saying on The View, that last part about the VIPs, this is true. They're not supposed to be on the ground at that time. when the disaster happened. But they're preferably talking about the president and the vice president. And Trump is just a citizen. He's a citizen. He doesn't hold any office. He's a citizen. And he got security. Okay? Now, was he wrong to go down there? He was wrong. He was wrong. He know it was a photo op, but it is what it is, damn it. It is what it is. Okay? That's the truth. And the uncomfortable truth is those people won't forget what he did. They not. It will stay in their mind for God knows how long. I'm sorry. So yes, he took a chance and he ran with it. And it is what it is. Let's get back into the story.
Strain on the recovery efforts. But we know Donald Trump showed up because Georgia and North Carolina are critical battleground states.
Right.
Maybe, just maybe they are. But look at this. Donald Trump also showed up, and he's raising money right now to help in the effort.
True.
So sometimes, for the idiots that are out here talking, sometimes when you show up, you don't just show up for a photo op. You show up to bring attention and awareness to the situation. And therefore, I don't even know they've had this up for 24 hours. They're already over 3.3 million. Look at some of the people that have donated.
Oh, wow.
Steve Witkoff, 500,000.
Wow.
Senator Kelly Loeffler, 500,000.
Oh, wow.
Bass Pro Shop, 100,000.
Uh-huh.
Where my boy Dana at? Dana White, 100,000. You know, so people, and we're going to donate. We ain't rich like these people, but we'll donate a couple thousand because we care. Kid Rock did 20,000. There's some other people on here. Some of them are anonymous. But what it does is it get people active. They see Donald Trump there, and it brings awareness, and they want to help.
That's it.
But these cackling hen jobs are just talking out their butt because they hate Donald Trump.
That's all.
Have a car.
They only talking like that because they can't stand him. That's why. They can't stand him. That's why they talking like this. Because if this was somebody else, they wouldn't be talking like this. If it was someone else, they wouldn't have said none of this stuff. Now, was he wrong? Yeah, he was wrong. But will they forget that it was him, that he was there? Will they forget it? They ain't gonna never forget that mess. They ain't gonna never forget how he was there. I'm sorry. No matter how this go, they ain't gonna never forget that mess. I'm sorry. That's what it is, baby. They ain't gonna never forget it.
Don't vote for them, and after the election.
Look how stupid she is. I'm gonna reiterate this. He's going to Georgia, but he lost Georgia last time. What other state? He won North Carolina, but some of these major centers are all Democrat ran.
Right.
He went to Georgia. Him and Kemp don't get along. Man, that man ain't going there just because it's Georgian votes. I think he really cared. I would want to do that. I would want to go be on the ground, be with the people, see what they need, raise some money, bring some awareness, show that I'm a leader in this situation.
Goes up because he thinks he knows. He actually thinks.
Now I'm gonna share something with you. Do I really think that Trump care about those people? Just genuinely, do I really think he cares about those people? Y'all gonna be shocked. Y'all gonna be shocked what I'm about to say. I do think he cares. I do think he cares. But was it a Photoshop? Was it a photo op? Yes, it was a photo op. So at the same time, yes, I believe he cares. But also, I believe he took an opportunity and he ran with it, and it's going to better him in the end. Hey, Big E, what's going on? Hey, Derek, I see you, baby. Black man, how you doing, honey? Green Beans, I hope I greeted you. Shay, what's up, baby? Tara, I see you, baby. And to all the newcomers, hello, how y'all doing? Okay? Now, no matter how y'all spin it, he went there. He went there, and I'm going to share something with you. Those people will never forget that he came. It is what it is. They not. They will not forget that he came. I don't care how we try to spin it, turn it around, flip it up, whatever. They not going to forget that he came. Okay? Now, I want to share something else with y'all that everybody has been quiet about this. Everybody been quiet about this. Did y'all know the person who is a trustee of Project 2025, right? Okay? Allegedly, a trustee of Project 2025 endorsed Kamala Harris. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Mainstream media ain't say shit about that. Can you imagine? Check this out.
My God, people, you cannot make this up. Nikki Edwards, the Heritage Foundation trustee, endorsed Kamala Harris. Now, if you don't know about Heritage Foundation and Project 2025, Heritage Foundation is a think tank, and they are the ones that are responsible for Project 2025. Kamala Harris, I don't know what they're going to do because they spent all this money, $370 million, on trying to tie Trump to this Project 2025, and now the trustee of Heritage Foundation, the people responsible for it, just came out and said, I'm endorsing Kamala Harris.
Okay, so how do y'all explain that? I just want to know. How do we explain that? Mind you, they throwing Project 2025 on Trump. Trump is responsible. Eric, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. Eric said it shows that Trump cares about America. It does. It does. And he did a photo op too. Okay? It does. But check this out. Check this out, y'all. Why ain't nobody screaming through the airways that the trustees for one of the trustees for the Heritage Foundation, okay? Or is it just the main and trustee? I don't know. For the Heritage Foundation is endorsing Kamala Harris. Why are they endorsing Kamala Harris if 2025 is Trump's? That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense. Eric, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. That does not make sense. Promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. Hello, family. It's good to see y'all. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Okay, this is the problem right here. Eric, thank you, baby, for another $2 super chat. I appreciate you, honey. Eric said this should show Trump isn't a part of Project 2025. It should, but somehow some of y'all gonna be able to try to spin it like y'all, you know, like we all crazy and shit. So who y'all think really gonna do Project 2025? Because y'all, some of y'all don't understand the Constitution. So y'all believe that Project 2025 can happen anyway. The same Congress that can't even vote on a budget at the beginning of the year. You want them to destroy the Constitution by doing Project 2025. How? How? The same Congress. The same Congress, hey Malik, the same Congress that can't even do a budget at the beginning of the year. You want them to destroy the Constitution to make Project 2025 happen. Oh, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Green beans, thank you. That was my next subject. Why are we on podcasts, right? Okay. Dims, I'm looking at you. Why are we on podcasts? Why are we doing interviews, okay? When somebody should have their foot in on the talks, with the longshoremen. Okay? Why are we not having talks with the longshoremen? Don't you know everything that America needs come through the port? Everything that we need comes through the motherfucking port. Every one day that the port doesn't work, it puts them a week behind. Can you imagine? Every one day that the port does not work, okay, puts them a week behind. The port has not been on strike since 1977. 1977, and it's 2024. I had a brother in my comment section say to me, working the port is an easy job. They could just have replace people. All they got to do is replace people. To y'all who believe that, I want y'all to go work down there. That shit is hard. Go down there and work down there. For all y'all who believe that working at the port is easy, okay, I want y'all motherfuckers to go work down there. I want all y'all to go work down there. Let's see how hard, let's see how easy it is. Because y'all saying it's easy to work the port. Y'all go work that job down there. Okay? Just want to let you know. You got to do some training and need to be somebody older that's going to train your ass on how to use those machines. Okay? Now they putting a lot of, a lot of machines down there that can ride on their own and do everything on their own, but you still need somebody to be watching what the fuck going on. Okay? They got a lot of computers and shit moving down there, but you still need somebody to be watching the shit, to make sure the shit is running properly. Some of that shit can land up in the water. If you let the machine go haywire and just go off the deck and fly in the water, what the hell? What the hell? Y'all sitting up here and y'all clowning these brothers and sisters who they want more money, and I don't blame them. That job is motherfucking hard. I had a couple of friends that worked at the Port Authority with me in security that's transferred over to the port. Okay, they transferred over to a different department. It was like, oh, you coming? I was like, oh hell no, no, I'm not about to do that shit. I know how hard the port is. I'm gonna stay in this department right here. Let me be on the AOA and shit. It's cold enough over here and shit. It's a lot of bullshit that happens over here. Let me stay where I am. Even though being a longshoreman, that's a good ass job. You making some nasty money. But they asking for more money. And I don't see nothing motherfucking wrong with that. They moving trillions of dollars every day. Okay? They moving trillions of dollars every day. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have none of the shit that we got in this bitch right now. I'm sorry. It's the truth. I agree with them. I agree with them. Because when C-19 was going on, they labeled the port workers as essential workers. Some of them brothers and sisters was out there sick moving that equipment. And they did it for the American people. I ain't lying. They did it for the American people. That's the truth. That's the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. It's right. We don't want to talk about it. This is something else that we don't want to talk about, but I'm going to play it. I don't care if y'all mad about it. Here we go.
give authority to a woman. Never. I'm telling you, because the future of your children are at stake. You don't train a child with emotion. You raise children with emotion. You train children with discipline. The raising up and the training are not the same. That is why a home must be balanced. It's a home because there's a man and there's a woman. The rod and the staff. The staff, symbol of authority. The rod, symbol of correction. You carry the two of them and give to a woman. She exchanges it with toy and biscuit. Your boy grows up and becomes awkward. He cannot marry. At 45, he's still saying, mommy, the food is cold. When you are supposed to be a grandfather, they are still warming soup. It's a problem. Run away from women who tell you, is it my husband? I can handle him. She has your remote. That's not a good one. You shouldn't get to the point where you say, I can handle a man. And you that they are handling, they have collected your Monday and have given you Thursday. Go to different homes. You can tell the future of their children by the education they get from the parents, especially when you have a bad wife, you finish.
That's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. You want a woman to rule us. The same woman that can't handle power when she becomes a president of a country. I'm sorry. The president of a business, a district manager, a supervisor, a lead. You want this same woman who at times, if you have a woman supervisor, you can't stand her. You can't stand her. But the same woman you want to become the leader of the free world. Tell me, where does that make sense at? You want a woman who has never given birth. Who has never given birth. Never pushed any baby out of her womb. Never pushed any baby out of her womb. To tell a woman what she can and cannot do with her baby. What's better for her to do with her baby. We never talk about how many women pass away to glory when they're giving birth. We never talk about that. But we're always talking about how it's a woman's right to delete her baby. But we never talk about how many women get sent to glory because she's having one. We never talk about that. We never say one word about that. But we want to always say a woman has the right to choose. There's so many other things that are plaguing women besides deletions. We never talk about that. We never talk about any other thing but the right to choose. And it's sad. There are so many women that are coming out now, and y'all surprised because they said that black women, all women were going to be behind Kamala. Y'all so surprised that a lot of us women are like, oh, hell no. You want to know why? A lot of us women are saying hell no because we know us. See, any woman that get up here and believe that Kamala will be a good president, you have lost your mind. Because we know us. We know how we behave. You understand? We know how we behave. We know when we don't like somebody, we won't do business with them. There are a lot of nations around the world that men presidents have done business with, and they don't even like them. But because it's a money aspect, they gonna do business with them because money is gonna come back. Do you understand? Money is gonna come into the house, so they're gonna do business with them. But a woman, if she don't like you, she don't give a fuck how much money she gonna make with you. She not gonna do it with you. She'll go and do business with somebody she won't make 2 cents off before she go do some business with you that she can make trillions of dollars off. Okay? And don't let her get mad with you. Don't let her get mad with you. Okay? You done pissed her off. She hang up on you. She hang up on you. Women are quick to do that shit. We will hang up on somebody real quick. Like that. Hang up on you. We don't even want to hear the rest of what you said. You want a woman to be running this nation. Mind you, check this out, okay? Mind you, check this out, okay? Ain't nobody looking at her husband. Who is her husband? Who is her husband? Because when you see her husband, he look like he's so calm and, he's not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Eric, you said I missed your super chat. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Let me see. I'm just running my mouth. Okay, here we go. I worked on the port. That's some difficult shit and laborious. Yes, baby. Yes, that's a hard job. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. That's a hard motherfucking job. I'm sorry.
Never you give authority to a woman. Never. I'm telling you, because the future of your children are at stake. You don't train a child with emotion. You raise children with emotion. You train children with discipline. The raising up and the training are not the same. That is why a home must be balanced. It's a home because there's a man and there's a woman. The rod and the staff. The staff, symbol of authority. The rod, symbol of correction. You carry the two of them and give to a woman. She exchanges it with toy and biscuits. Your boy grows up and becomes a he cannot marry. At 45, he's still saying, mommy, the food is cold. When you are supposed to be a grandfather, they are still warming soup. It's a problem. Run away from women who tell you, is it my husband? I can handle you. She has your remote. That's not a good one. You shouldn't get to the point where you say, I can handle a man. And you that they are handling, they have collected your Monday and have given you Thursday. Go to different homes. You can tell the future of their children by the education they get from the parents, especially when you have a bad wife, the finish. Never you give authority to a woman. Never. I'm telling you, because the future of your...
Now, is Pastor right? Pastor's right. Pastor is telling the truth. Never give authority. Her husband belongs to who? Who do her husband belongs to? Who does her husband belong to? The small hat people. Her husband belongs to the small hat people. Okay? Same people that we proxying wars for. Oh, Shay, take that word out of there, baby. We don't put the real word. We say the small hat people. Because we don't want YouTube to punish us. Okay? Take that out of there. My Maz, if you can, remove that for me. Okay? That's the thing. That's the uncomfortable truth. Thanks, Shay. That's the uncomfortable truth. Do you think that this woman, if she gets into the White House, it's okay, baby. You think if this woman gets into the White House, that anything the small hat people do, will she give them a correction? She will not. She will not. How is it that you already in one bullshit and then you start going into another bullshit and then we continue to co-sign the bullshit? Do you understand? We continue to co-sign the bullshit. If they continue to do this nonsense and she makes it into the White House, she gonna send down more of our children over there to decimate lands, that this shit is not our fight. That's exactly what she will do. Because why? She's married to one of them. She married to one of them. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that she's not going to do everything she can to help. She's married to one of them. I don't care how y'all try to spin it, turn it around, shake it up, or whatever. She's married to one of them. She's going to help. Then when you look at how Kamala handling all this nonsense, right? And her father as well, okay? Calling it identity politics. Because the father know the truth. Shout out to Candace Owens and shout out to Pink Book Lessons. Because Candace been on her grind. If y'all been watching Candace, she been doing that shit up. And also, she got blocked for some shit that, YouTube, took her out of, she not getting anything from YouTube anymore. That's what she told everybody on her channel. But Candace got some shit in the making right now that they done found out that the white woman is her grandma. Mind you, she took this picture with a black woman and told everybody in the picture this her grandma. Okay? Now the truth is out is that the black woman is actually a servant in their home that raised her, helped raise her family. Now, if y'all look at the picture of the white grandma, okay? Y'all look at the picture of the white grandma and the so-called fake grandma. She look more like the white grandma, y'all. Come on, you use your eyes now. And I'm not mad with her. My grandmother, my mother's mother, okay? She is white and Indian, okay? Only why her children got color is because she married a black man. My granddaddy was the purple black, that beautiful purple black. That's what my granddaddy was. My granddaddy was a purple black, and that's where all the color came from. Okay? That made her children have color. Anytime they had to do anything important, my granddaddy would send my grandma in first to get everything done. Yes, he used that to his advantage. Anytime he needed to do something, he sent my grandma in first because they knew she was a white woman. Send her in there first. And then when everything is signed, sealed, and delivered, now you see this big old black man walk in. And she turned around and said, "This my husband." And they surprised. Now the paperwork already signed. It's done. It's done. You done already gave it to him. It's done. I'm not mad at her, but why you gotta lie? Why you gotta lie? You not proud of your heritage. Why you gotta lie? Because way before all this foolery, we all believe that this is what you were. We all believe this because this is what you came to us with. This is what you told us when you first stepped out on scene. Okay? You told us this is what I am. And so now we still wondering where the black come from.
And before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
We want to know where that's coming from. Because now, right after all that foolery, now you black. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Because you want to resonate with us. You want to resonate with us because our voting block is a powerful voting block. Black women are the most powerful voting bloc in the United States. They are. I'm going to share something with y'all that is the uncomfortable truth. They will never have anybody who is descendants of slaves to run the highest office. I'm sorry. I said what I said. I said what I said. They will never have anybody that is descendants from slavery run the highest office in our land. They will not. They will not. They will not. Now, will they have descendants of slave owners run the highest office in the nation? Yes, they will. Now, they have fucked up with Trump. They just messed up with him. They didn't think he was gonna win. Okay, they didn't think that shit was gonna happen. Cause Trump is the only one who his family has never owned slaves. They fucked up with him. They ain't know. You know what I'm saying? They ain't know. They thought he was gonna lose. That's what they believed. Nope. He won that bitch. They were surprised. They were surprised. Now I'm gonna share something with you. If Hillary didn't win this bitch, and Hillary had majority of the vote, she had a big number. Her number was outrageous. It was like 92% of black people voted for her. I ain't lying. Her number was outrageous. Okay? Her number was outrageous. And you, Kamala, who only got 2% of the vote, when you were running against Biden, okay? You only got 2% of the vote, and then you had to drop out. How did she get all these numbers like this now? When before she was not even looked after. I think somebody playing with the numbers. That doesn't make sense. Somebody doing something, because she was not even looked after about the numbers. This is why y'all let the primary pass and shit. And she, because Biden could have been came down. He could have been came down when he was doing all that falling and shit 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago, when he was doing all that falling. Y'all knew something was wrong with Biden then. But yet y'all let him sit up there in that seat, okay? And kept Kamala on the back burner and shit. But truth be told, if she would have ran in that primary, she wouldn't have got none of the votes. They would not even have gave her anything. That's the truth. That's the uncomfortable truth that we do not want to hear. Nobody wants her there. And y'all realizing that shit now. Y'all realizing it, because let me share something with you. A lot of Dems are waking up. I'm one of them. A lot of Dems are waking up and they like, nah, I gotta switch my party. Now, I believe black people, y'all should be independents. I don't believe that people should be able to count us no more. Fuck that. Fuck that. We need to go back to the days of old. You get my vote when you give me your resources. That's how I was supposed to go. Independent. That's right. That's what we need to do. I vote for you, you give me your resources. We need to take it back just like that. We need to take it back just like that, the days of old, because we doing nonsense in this bitch. We doing nonsense in this bitch. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay? That's the uncomfortable truth. I ain't lying. That is the uncomfortable truth. This woman came to us and she said this shit and then turned around later and said she black. Because why? Black women told Biden that they wanted a woman of color. That's the closest color he could got right there.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
She don't see us?
She don't see us.
You see me?
Yeah. You understand? You understand? See, because black women said they wanted a woman of color. You understand? They wanted a woman of color. They picked her. You think, listen to me, there are a lot of senators in there, okay, that are black women. But the problem is they are descendants of slaves. They're descendants of slaves. So I just want to put that out there. You will never see anybody in the United States who are descendants of slaves get the highest office. It won't happen. Just like they engineered every president, okay? Every president, their family owned slaves. Every president except Donald Trump. Every president except Donald Trump. Good morning, Mr. He said. How are you, sir? Just like they engineer every president that this is their family are slave owners, descendants of slave owners. That will continue to be. That will continue to be. This is the uncomfortable truth that we do not want to hear. Trump only won because people were tired of the same old bullshit. Mind you, is Trump perfect? He is not. Is Kamala perfect? She is not. No one will be perfect. But when you look at the bigger picture, one support parades with grown people running around naked. Okay? One parade a year. Okay? They have this parade once a year. It's okay for you to run around naked in front of children. It's okay if your son wake up in the morning and say he wants to be a girl and there's a procedure that can change him. It's okay that your daughter wake up in the morning and say she wants to be a boy. And there's a procedure that can change her. And you have another president that say, nah, we ain't doing that shit. Y'all not going, you can have a parade, but you ain't going to be out here, you know, booty butt naked in front of children. There's another one. He says this. Listen. He says this. I'm not going to be up here giving taxpayer money for prisoners, for migrants to be getting sex changes with taxpayer money. Why do nobody see anything wrong with that? I'm just, regardless of how we feel about Trump, regardless of how you feel about Kamala, you even have pastors up here condoning that, they're going to vote for Kamala. You have pastors up here talking about they going to vote for Kamala. They have never seen so many people crying and everything for Kamala. So many people just out here wondering what is going on. You know, and I was like, what is going on? Why would these two pastors think that that makes sense, what they're saying? Why would they think that that makes sense? But, you know, people say that they believe in God, but it be something else. It be something else. You believe in God, but you want some woman who believe in deletions to be the president of the United States. And you think that that's okay. Now I'm trying to come across it, but I can't even find the video now. Ain't that crazy? I wanted y'all to listen to these two pastors who was getting it in and saying people were crying. Here we go. Here we go. Listen to this. Here we go. Check it out.
In Chicago, I was amazed to see white people crying over a black woman. I thought I'd never see the day.
They want her to be Obama so bad. They want her to be Obama so bad.
But if y'all don't get on this Kamala train, you get ready to miss it.
And then you got the pastors of the black church that's getting involved in politics, and they're supposed to be teaching the word of God, but they so busy trying to have podcasts and be popular and be popping and to live the life of the world instead of living the life that God has ordained that his ministry and his bishops and his pastors are supposed to do. But they lead y'all into the mire also, and they're not going to apologize for it. They're not going to be there for you when you all messed up. They're not.
Significant moment, for what America needs right now.
Listen, I said this on the radio, on my radio show. She would be sworn in by a member of the
arena in Chicago.
Now, check this out. Shout out to Anton Daniels, because that was Anton Daniels' voice. But the brother who dropped the video was Keon Kingston, okay, on IG. That brother always pumping out content on his page. And so the two gentlemen that is talking, Ricky Smiley, and the other one is I forgot his name, the pastor who he said he wanna farm weed on the church grounds. Excuse me, y'all. He wants to farm weed on the church grounds. Okay, so my thing is that he said he never saw so many white people crying for Kamala Harris. What does that mean? What does that mean? Y'all want us to believe this is the second coming of Obama. But the problem is that we already felt the backlash of being with Obama. Everybody that is skin folk ain't kinfolk. This is the one thing that we don't understand. Everybody that is skin folk ain't kinfolk. These are the same two people. Even Obama said he wasn't just doing anything for black people because he was the president for all of us, which is true. But for you to say it and you laugh about it, and this is the same thing she did. She got up there and said, I just ain't gonna do nothing for black people. And y'all just ate that up. But yet, how many women was out here, black women, who were out here getting donations for her to have some money to run on? But she says she not just gonna do anything for black people. That's right, Black Man Unfiltered. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. Jamal Bryant. Thank you so much. That's his name. Pastor Jamal Bryant. Thank you so much. Now, but mind you, they can make special laws for the Asian people and also for the rainbow community. But nothing will come down for the African American community. Reparations will never, they will talk about reparations, but when it comes close to it, they will say, we can issue an apology. We're not going to give money. We can issue an apology. We're not going to give money. Mind you, they got money to give the migrants. BT has said this, okay? BT has said this. Shout out to Broken Traditions. He said this. This is exactly what he said. BT said this. He said, listen, the truth is the migrants is the one who got the reparations. They got our reparations. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. The migrants got the reparations that we rightfully deserve. Only people who rightfully deserve reparations, and I know that this is nasty what I'm about to say, but you only deserve reparations as if your family was on a manifest. Your family was on a manifest, and your family members were labeled cargo. You're the only ones that deserve reparations. And my bloodline from my granddaddy, okay, not my grandma, from my granddaddy, were labeled on a manifest, and they were labeled cargo. This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. And it's sad. It is sad because we will continue to be fooled because we want to be fooled. We want a black president so bad that we gonna take anything that's close to it. Just like we did Obama. When Obama was talking about his family from Kenya, his father is Kenyan. I told my husband, I was like, this is an African man. My husband said, yep. I said, so we gonna vote in the first African man? Say, yep. Uh-huh. He's African. So when Trump was throwing shade at him like that, he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. Now, where Obama was born at, he was wrong about that part. Obama wasn't born in Kenya. He was born here. But yes, his bloodline is Kenyan from his daddy, and his mama is white. But what put Obama in the ace in the hole was his granddaddy. His granddaddy. His granddaddy was a white man. Raised him. His granddaddy descendants were slave owners. And I'm quite sure all the president's families, all of them, had some link at somehow. I'm sorry, this is the truth. This is the uncomfortable truth. This is the uncomfortable truth. Because how is it that all the presidents of the United States of America all have one thing in common? They all were slave owners. All of them have one thing in common. Did you even know that Barack's grandfather was best friends with the Bush's family? Did y'all even know? I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Related, yes. They all have something in common. This is the uncomfortable truth we don't want to talk about. Yes, thank you, Shamar. That's right. They are. Thank you, Green Beans. That's right. Can you imagine? But not Trump. But he's the one that get labeled the worst. Oh, you racist. Mind you, all their family owned slaves. All their families own slaves. Okay? That's the uncomfortable truth. That's the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. All their families own slaves. Now, I'm not here telling you who to vote for. I don't care who you vote for. I'm not here for that. It don't make me no never mind. Because my king already explained what we doing. So I got to follow whatever my husband say. So it is what it is. But the uncomfortable truth is that we don't want to know the truth. We rather sit with the lie. Check out what Candace is dropping right now.
The Harris story is getting crazy and it's getting creepy. So last night we decided to continue our research to see if we could find birth certificates and marriage certificates and death certificates, which could further signify those points. And indeed it did. As speculated, we were able to confirm that Kamala's Black grandmother that she showed us in that picture died in 1960, before Kamala was born. I can show you right now her death certificate. As you can see there, it says that she died in July of 1960. And so this is a huge scandal. Just an absolutely huge scandal. Kamala Harris published in her book that she was standing next to her Grandma Beryl. But Grandma Beryl died in 1960, 4 years before Kamala Harris was born. This Kamala Harris story is getting crazy.
Now, I know when y'all heard Candace drop that, y'all was like, Candace is lying. I know y'all was thinking that Candace is lying, but she's not. She's telling the truth. She telling the truth. It's just that the truth is there, but nobody wants to go look for it. All this stuff that Candace did, anybody could go do that. It's just she had the courage to go look for it. That's it. Shout out to Candace Owens. Green Beans, thank you, babe, for the $2 super chat. Trump was getting on Soul Train in the 80s. I don't know what that, I don't even know. I ain't never see the video. I don't even know. Okay? That's the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. This woman did a blackwash of her history. She did a blackwash of her history. Okay? That's what she did. Mind you, the white woman looked more related to her than the black woman. One thing about a family feature, one thing about features in your family, they're strong. You could tell who you related to. I ain't lying. Just by pictures alone, you could tell who you related to. But no one is coming out and speaking because they want to see Kamala win. They want to see Kamala win. They want to see it. It doesn't make sense. Why would you go and take a woman who is a servant to your family? Take a picture with this woman. Now, mind you, you just was taking a picture, but then you took it and put it in your book and said this was your grandma. And your grandma had passed away way before you were born. Where did you get this woman from? If y'all was gonna lie, why not get the lie right first? Why y'all ain't get the lie right first? One thing about the internet and one thing about paperwork, okay, it will always be a trail. The internet don't forget shit. The internet don't forget nothing. Okay? Because when everybody said that Kamala was the border czar, okay? Everybody was saying she was the border czar. Then what they do? They went to social media and tried to erase everything that said she was the border czar. But check this out. Check this out. Somebody copied that shit. Somebody copied that shit. Okay? Somebody copied it. Okay? And that's what happened. Somebody copied that shit, and that's why we still got the clip of you being announced the border czar. This is what's aggravating to me. They wanna take everything that she has done and clean it up so good so that nobody pays attention and nobody will go and look. And the truth is, ain't nobody gonna go and look. That's the uncomfortable truth. Ain't nobody gonna go and look. See, one thing I have learned in these social media streets, don't piss Candace off. Don't piss Candace off. Don't piss Candace Owens off, honey. Because she will go into your history. Don't piss Candace Owens off. It's sad. It doesn't make sense. Listen, I don't care who you vote for. If you want to vote for a woman, you vote for a woman. If you want to vote for Trump, you vote for Trump. But I want to advise you, my brothers, because they making y'all feel some type of way. Oh, a black woman saved you. Y'all know, Crockett was out here, did a whole video and said, a black woman saved you, or a black woman saved you. If it wasn't for a black woman, you would not be here today. Okay? This is what Crockett put out to make black men feel bad about them, some of them making a decision not to vote for Kamala. Let me share something with you. That's not a black woman right there. That's not a black woman. Now, I could see if they were saying that about Condoleezza Rice. I could see, okay? If they were saying something about Condoleezza Rice, okay? Shout out to Michaela. I keep remembering that because she said that to me. If they were saying something about Condoleezza Rice, that's a black woman right there. Then yeah, you could feel guilty. That's a true black woman. But someone who has, every time they ask her a question, the first thing she says is, if they ask her about the economy, my mother was a single mother. We lived on top of a daycare center where she was friends with this woman, Miss Esther. I don't even know the real name. Miss Esther, and Miss Esther helped my mother. And nobody gives a fuck, Kamala. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We want to know what you're going to do with the economy. We want to know why our food is high as shit. We want to know why the gas is crazy. We want to know why y'all giving all this migrants money. We want to know that. That's what we want to know. And I want y'all to look at y'all senators and your House of Representatives. Look at those motherfuckers. Because they voted for those people to get that money. Look at those motherfuckers. Okay? Find out if your senator voted, or your House of Representatives voted for them to get that money. Find out. Okay? All you got to go to is what? Congress.org. Find out if your senator and your House of Representatives voted for those migrants to get that money. Because I'll be damned, they won't get my vote. I'll be damned, they won't get my vote. Listen. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is, y'all. And we going to continue to be fooled. We are going to continue to be fooled. Nobody wants to wake up from this nightmare.
The TikTok shop. I got this body grease from them and it's
Give me a
amazing.
minute, y'all.
Get yours in TikTok shop today.
Well, with the topics of critical race theory and affirmative action dominating much of the political landscape, diversity advocates hope the findings of a new investigation can help give some lawmakers a new perspective.
Fox News correspondent Marian Rafferty takes a closer look at it all.
Wasn't that long ago.
A Reuters investigation into the family history of our nation's top lawmakers reveals a fifth of U.S. members of Congress, living presidents, Supreme Court justices, and governors are the direct descendants of slave owners.
Slavery was one of the biggest sins in our country.
The Reuters team reviewed the genealogy of the last sitting Congress, and out of the more than 500 members, at least 100 had an ancestor who owned slaves. Those include senators like Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Elizabeth Warren, Maggie Hassan, and others, like California Congresswoman Julia Brownley.
When I was told that my great-great-grandfather had 2 slaves and a child slave, that hit me really to the very core.
Meanwhile, 2 of the 9 sitting Supreme Court justices, Amy Coney Barrett and Neil Gorsuch, are also the descendants of slave owners. So is President Joe Biden and every living former president except Donald Trump.
It could influence their perspective, especially the people who are currently involved in policy.
It could influence their perspective. Could it? Could it influence their perspective on a lot of things that's concerning African American people? Could it? I don't know. I'm just here to start a little trouble. I don't know. I think we like to be fooled. That's what I think. I think we like to be fooled. I really believe that. Because nobody wants to see the bigger picture. Nobody. Nobody wants to see the bigger picture. Mind you, both of the candidates are horrible. I'm sorry. This is the uncomfortable truth. Both of them are horrible. Okay? But one is ready to turn all your girls into boys and all your girls. One is ready to turn all your boys into girls and all your girls into boys. One is okay with trans people, okay? Trans people, not trans people. What do they call those? What do they call? I'm trying to remember. One will get in here and they will let your children get read to by people who dress up as women. Okay? Who dress up as women. They go to the school and dress up as women. Got a full beard and everything, and the child is asking questions. Drag, thank you, baby. Will dress and drag and read books to your children. And then the baby come home and ask all types of questions and say to you that mama, a boy, tell you, mama, I want to wear a dress to school. As soon as you say no, they going to go and tell the principal and the teacher that you said that, and you'll have diapers knocking on your door because your baby want to wear a dress, and you say no as the parent. Who's running with her as her VP? Who's running with her as her VP? Okay? Running with her as her VP. And his state is a safe net state for anybody, any runaways that want to change their body. Okay? Any children who want to change their body without their parents' consent. Anybody who want to have deletions in the far months. His state. He done made that into law. Just with a stroke of his pen. But this is the one that they pick. Okay? When we say that it's propaganda going on here, all this foolery going on here, this is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to say. There's a problem here. But you know what? Sometimes I kind of wish, you know what? If she wins, and all shit just goes straight to hell, I want to be one of the ones that say, yeah, I told you so. I want to be one of those.
The findings come in the wake of Juneteenth, the federal holiday commemorating the emancipation of the last enslaved people in the U.S. It also comes as we approach Independence Day, with diversity advocates saying it's important to remember that not everyone in the U.S. used to be free.
Knowing that our democracy is not perfect, and to keep that from children is not a good thing.
Equality advocates hope these findings can be a teachable moment and guide lawmakers through future decisions surrounding topics like critical race theory. Marianne Rafferty, Fox News.
I'm going to share something.
Recently passed away unexpectedly.
I'm going to share something with you. It's not that we choose Trump. I didn't say anybody to choose Trump. The thing is that if you don't have children, you don't have a dog in the fight. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have kids, you don't have a dog in the fight. So if you choose Kamala, you okay. Your bloodline is not affected. You old, you don't have kids. It doesn't matter to you. Okay? Your bloodline is not affected. Okay? But for the ones who have children, okay, for the ones who have children, and we have our bloodline here, we have a dog in the fight. So we don't want things to influence our children to think that this makes sense. So if my child turn around and say, that, oh, then what are we talking about, Jane, then? What are we talking about? You a proud Canadian? What the hell are we talking about then? Why did you even make a comment then? I don't even understand that. Okay? Y'all got a lot of shit to worry about in Canada. Why are you even making a comment? I don't even know what the hell is going on here. Okay? Now, guys, listen. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. I wanted to share that with y'all. Also, check this out. Check this out. There's a woman who came out, because y'all know we getting into the bullshit with Diddy, right? There's a woman that came out. Hey, boss man, what's going on, baby? There's a woman who came out on social media in defense of Diddy, okay? And it's not a black woman. It's not a black woman. Check out what she said, okay? Shout out to academics.
Mentioned the other day when I was talking about the Diddy situation. You already know how I feel. I feel like you bitches knew what the fuck y'all was getting yourselves into. Y'all had a ball. Y'all took pictures. Y'all posted. Y'all told your friends. Y'all felt like y'all was on top of the world. Y'all was going on vacations. And then, for whatever reason, now you bitches want some money anyway. Whether it be because he cut you off, whether it be because he's not hitting you up no more, whether it be because you feel like a goofy because you didn't get nothing out of it, whatever it be, it's lame as fuck what y'all are doing. But outside of that, you niggas, this is what I gotta say to you niggas. You niggas that are sitting around laughing, making jokes. Number one, Diddy is such a just kind person in general, that he would have probably opened his home to you. Some of y'all have probably been at them freak offs, which really are parties. They're rich people parties. Okay, stop calling them freak off, y'all. And there was something that
Now I want to share something with y'all. She right. She right. Jason, I see your comment, baby, but you got to give me a minute to get to it, okay? I see your comment, all right? I want to share something with you. Cornel West will be amazing. But the only thing is that he's not in the Cool Kids Club. Also, Jill Stein would be amazing too, but she's not in the Cool Kids Club. And the Cool Kids Club is the Democrat and Republicans. Those are the Cool Kids Club. So, regardless if you vote for Cornel West or Jill Stein, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do nothing, baby. It's not. I'm sorry. That's the truth. They are not a part of the Cool Kids Club. So it's not going to work. Even if you did give them your vote, nothing's going to happen. Okay? That's the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. That's the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. Okay? That's the uncomfortable truth. They are the Cool Kids Club, especially when it comes to the presidency. Okay? We, the people, vote for these people, but check it out. The people who seal the deal is what? The people who seal the deal is who? The Electoral College seals the deal. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Now, let's get to the next foolery in this whole saga. Listen to her, y'all.
there was something. They're rich people parties. If the feds and whatever else want to call them freak offs, that's on them. But at the end of the day, they're rich nigga parties. Rich white men do this shit all the time. Attorneys, doctors, real estate moguls, finance guys, brokers, all type of rich white men do this shit all the time. But because Diddy is black and of high status, of course, he's not allowed to do the same thing that rich white men do. He's not allowed to indulge in the same behavior, parties, lifestyle, etc. that rich white men do. It's fucking twisted. It's really fucking twisted, and it's sad. It's sad to watch someone who's a mogul for the black community, in the black community, who speaks very highly of the black community and tries to instill growth and excellence and black excellence and preaches it and preaches love. And he's getting shitted on. They're rich people parties.
Now, I'm going to share something with you. Do I believe that Diddy is innocent of a lot of things? I'll share something with you. He's like Big Red. Y'all remember Big Red from the Five Heartbeats? Anybody watch that movie back in the day? He's something like Big Red. Big Red did a lot of bullshit until he got caught. And that's what happened. He did a lot of bullshit until he got caught. Is he the only one that had these big orgies? No. No, he's not the only one who has done big orgies like this. He's not. Now, they coming out the woodwork saying that he has touched children now. Okay? Children who wanted to be famous and stuff like this. Now, let me share something with you. Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. But my problem is I'm looking at the parents. My problem is I'm looking at the parents. Because your child want to be famous. You leave your child at a stranger's house because your child want to be famous. You leave your child at a stranger's house because you want to be famous. That does not make sense. How do you do that? How do you do that, Jay Laurent? I believe you, sir. I believe you. Your child want to be famous, but you leave your baby at a stranger's house. Let me share something with you. I would be the mama in a house robe with my rollers in my motherfucking hair, watching my baby. Okay, watching my baby sing a motherfucking song all night. I'll be right motherfucking here. My baby spending the night. I'm spending the night too. I'm spending the night too, damn it. How you leave a 9-year-old child, excuse me, a 9-year-old child in somebody care and you think that that makes sense? Let's go.
Only the feds and the people filing lawsuits, but his people, his community. And it's like, y'all are making a mockery of it. And I see it. I see y'all's posts. And some of y'all are black men of high status or in the same, not maybe in the same financial position, but a high economic advantage or high financial status. It could be y'all tomorrow. And y'all are laughing and making a mockery as if he doesn't need our support. As if it doesn't matter. This matters because the jury that's going to see this type of shit is looking at the shit, whether they say they are or not, they are. So it's like, y'all are literally making a mockery of him as if it can't be you tomorrow. And it should be some of you niggas, because some of you dirtball ass niggas are really sexually harassing, really shitting on by not only.
Now she right. She right. It's some of y'all in the industry that did much worse than Diddy. It's the truth. She right. Some of y'all in the industry did much worse than Diddy. Okay? The only difference is Diddy rubbed somebody the wrong way. He rubbed somebody the wrong way, pissed somebody off. Okay? He rubbed somebody the wrong way, pissed somebody off. And now his ass is on the chopping block. Okay? His ass is on the chopping block. But what did they do? They fed Diddy to the masses first because they got to crucify him. They got to crucify him in social media first. You don't think the jurors are hearing all the nonsense that black people are saying about Diddy? Please. You don't think? You don't think? Now, the only problem is that Diddy got his wake up ninja moment. Diddy got his wake up ninja moment. Okay? That's the only problem. He got his wake up ninja moment. This is the uncomfortable truth. Everybody who went to Diddy party, they all went there for something. Yes, Jay Laurent, you are right. Court of public opinion, you are right. And 18 said allegedly. This is true. Thank you, baby, for saying that. The thing is that this man is doing things that everyone else has done in Hollywood. Everybody else has done this shit. But it's his time. It's his turn. It's his turn. Everything that he has done, a lot of people of every other race have done. They have done this shit. Dubai. All these women that go to Dubai, you hear those horror stories that they talk about in Dubai? Those women go through the worstest shit you ever seen in your life for money. For money. For money. All those people who went to Diddy party, they went there for a reason. They went there because of a promise he told them, or I'm gonna make you famous or whatever. So they did all these things because of a reason. Now it's woe is me after they got what they wanted to. And I believe everybody that Diddy had promised to do something for and he had done it. Okay, and he had done it. Whatever money you made off that promise, you should have to give it back. Because now you coming to sue him. You coming to sue him. They're going to have a whole class action suit against this man. Because they even got a 1-800 number. Call this number if you have ever been to a Diddy party. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? A class action suit. Can you imagine? It doesn't make sense. It does not. We're sitting up here clowning this same man, and any other man that is melanated can be in this seat. When Hugh Hefner didn't just have Playboy. He didn't just have that. He just didn't have that magazine. Those women were doing nonsense in there. Okay? But how come they never got him on any charges? How come they never got him on any charges? Now, do I believe that Diddy is evil? A lot of the shit he done, yes. I believe he evil. I'm not sitting up here saying he not. And boss man, you right. They do. They got him on he got him on recording. They recorded a lot of the shit. And I understand that. But the thing is, he's not the only one who's done this fucked up shit. If we want to punish anybody, we need to punish everybody that is involved in this shit. Even the parents who left their kids with this man that they don't know nothing about. The parents should be punished. The parents should be punished also. I'm sorry, it took a long time to press that button. Miss O, thank you for the 5 months membership, my sister. I appreciate you. Okay? So everybody needs to be punished. Just like R. Kelly. I said the same thing about R. Kelly. Those young women, the parents knew that they were there. The parents should be punished too. That doesn't make sense. Like, you just punished this man. The parents were accepting the money. The parents let their kids go over there. They should be punished. That does not make sense. That does not make sense at all. I'm sorry. It doesn't. So a lot of the stuff I don't agree with. A lot of the stuff does not make sense to me. Now, boss man said, I mean, the people who can claim they were there, they recorded proof. No need for a lawsuit. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Now, my thing is, even with Justin Bieber, he was a teenager. He was a teenager. Even with Usher, he was a teenager. So their parents is responsible. Their parents is responsible. I'm sorry. The parents is responsible. Anything happen to your children, they're teenagers, something bad happened to your children, who they call? They call the parents. The parents are responsible. So no, I can't blame the children. The parents are responsible. But what this woman is saying right here, that y'all ninjas shouldn't be clapping to see his demise because it could happen to you. She's right. It could happen to you.
As if it doesn't matter. Really sexually assaulting girls and really having to spike women's drinks and force them and make them do drugs to fuck with you. Some of y'all are really having to do that shit. Diddy's not. Like, he's fucked with the baddest bitches. Why do you think that he needs to spike your drink to fuck him? Or make you do drugs to fuck him? Bitch, you willingly took them drugs. You wanted to vibe and be a part. You wanted to be a vibe and get invited to the next rendezvous and party out. But I've already spoken that piece. I'm not going to speak on it again. But you niggas are lame as fuck. The ones that are laughing at him, making jokes about him, this is his livelihood. And y'all are acting as if this is a joke. I don't give a fuck if he had 10,000 bottles of baby oil. Niggas is ashy. He has guests. Y'all not gonna talk about any other things that he may have kept in his home, dental kits, toothbrushes. Like, I'm over it. Really sexual.
And I like what she's saying. I like what she's saying. Now, the shit Diddy did, was he wrong? Was he wrong? That shit that he laid hands on Cassie, yes, he was wrong. The way he did Kim, yes, he was wrong. But this is the uncomfortable truth that we have to put out there. Did these two women sign up for this shit? Did they not sign up for this shit? They signed up for that shit. I'm sorry. That's what they did. Okay? Even Cassie, she lived in the household with Diddy and Kim. She saw the way he treated Kim. Why the fuck would you want to be treated like Kim? He was laying hands on Kim, allegedly. He was laying hands on Kim. And Cassie saw the shit. Why the fuck would you want to be with a man who lay hands on his woman? And you think it makes sense. So no, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. And then you always got stupid people in here that will be like, oh, you victim shaming. Always got the dumbest people in here. Oh, you victim shaming. Mind you, you made yourself a victim. Because I'd be damned if I'm going to let a grown person lay hands on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you're doing for me. I'd be damned if I let a grown person lay hands on me. Okay? You grown, I'm grown. You laying hands on me. I'd be damned. For a Birkin bag and some red bottom heels, I'll be damned. You know what I'm saying? All right, that does not make no damn sense. I'm sorry. I'll be damned. But you always get these stupid motherfuckers in here that they will get up here and say, oh, you're victim shaming, and this and that. Go sit the fuck down. Okay? My show not for you. Go sit the fuck down. This is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. All those people who was at his party were there for a reason. They were there for something he promised them. He promised them something. Okay? This is the thing. He promised, listen. He told them, you do something, I'm going to give you something. Okay? You do this, I need you to do something for me, and I'll do something for you. You want something from me, you got to give me something. Okay? So all of them knew. Okay, I could understand the first Diddy party. Listen, let's put this out there. Let's put this out there. The first Diddy party, y'all find out that the party is crazy. The first Diddy party. So all the rumors are running around that Diddy parties are wild, is crazy. They take your phone. They block, they block the entrance from leaving and shit like that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They block the entrance from leaving and stuff like that. So you hear all these horror stories. Why would you want to go to his party if you hear all these horror stories? Okay? You know they take your phone, they block the entrance, you can't leave. Some of y'all be fucking like 10 men in one room. Why the fuck would you go there? Okay? Do you know what it takes for 10 men to be grinding on one woman, allegedly? Do you know what it takes? 10 men are doing exercise on you. When a man get ready to conquer you, he's doing exercise on your ass. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. Because of that record deal, you go and sleep with these many men because of a record deal, and you think it makes sense. You think it makes sense. And it does not. One thing about the devil is that he gives you a choice. Give you a choice. Okay, I give you a choice to fuck with me, and I give you a choice not to. That's how Hollywood is. You have a choice to get fucked with, and you have a choice not to get fucked with. And the people who choose not to get fucked with, it take them a minute to get around Hollywood. It take them a minute to get around Hollywood, damn it. That's right. It take them a motherfucking minute to get around Hollywood. But they get to keep their fame longer. They get to keep their shit longer because they didn't cut no motherfucking corners. They didn't have to go suck dick and fuck everybody. They didn't have to do that. Okay? But for y'all motherfuckers who chuck and jive around the corners and shit, ain't none of y'all motherfuckers famous today. Ain't none of y'all. Ain't none of y'all got no money or nothing. None of y'all. None of y'all. None of y'all ain't got no money or nothing. All y'all rappers, okay? All y'all who took corners and shit, did bullshit. Ain't none of y'all got it today. Ain't none of y'all got that shit today. A lot of y'all one-hit wonders and shit. I said what I said. I said what I said. That's what it is. A lot of y'all ain't even famous today. Y'all was sucking and fucking and bent over with that baby oil. A lot of y'all not famous today. This is the nonsense. This is the foolery. Now, if Diddy mess with children like they said he did, okay, then yes, he deserved every punishment he get. But the messed up part is that the indictment don't have none of that shit we talking about on social media. The indictment don't have none of that shit. Only thing I could see Diddy really going down for is for that trafficking. Not even the weapons. Not even the weapons. The trafficking I could see. I ain't lying. Just like when they took R. Kelly down. All that shit with R. Kelly. All that shit with R. Kelly. Okay? All the shit that happened with R. Kelly. Only thing they got R. Kelly was for racketeering. I ain't lying. That shit don't make no sense. Green Beans, thank you, baby. Green Beans said, ain't that something? We would rather work 7-Eleven than be a movie star. Ooh, listen, I don't blame nobody. I don't blame nobody. Yes, little. That trafficking, that's what he gonna go down for. That's what he gonna go down for. Everything else that we talking about, he ain't going down for that shit. Everything else we talking about on social media and shit, he ain't going down for that. He going down for that trafficking. And I was thinking the weapons, but he ain't gonna go down for the weapons either. It's gonna be that trafficking. That trafficking is preventing him from being on bond. That shit is preventing him from getting bailed the fuck out. Only the trafficking. And check this out. This is some fucked up shit I'm about to say, but the shit is true. This some fucked up shit what I'm about to say, but this shit is motherfucking true. Okay? Now, since the beginning of time, okay, there has always been hoes, even in the Bible too. Since the beginning of time, there has always been hoes, and even in the Bible too. This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear, okay? This is the uncomfortable truth we don't want to hear. But there has always been hoes, okay? That's the truth. It's always been hoes, okay? And any man who wanted some pussy, let's talk about it. Any man who wanted some pussy, and the woman they was talking to was in a different state. That man paid for a plane ticket. You a trafficker. Any man who paid for a plane ticket, you a trafficker. If you paid for, okay, let's talk about it. If you pay for a plane ticket, you a trafficker. And if you paid for, okay, if you paid for a train, if you paid for a plane ticket, if you paid for a bus ticket, the Greyhound, if you paid for a taxi, a taxi, if you paid for Uber, okay, if you pay for any of those things, okay, you're a trafficker. You are a trafficker, okay? Because you was trafficking the pussy. That's what you are. You a trafficker, okay? Any man, that's right. So that means every man in the United States of America is a trafficker. I said what I said. I said what I said. Every man in the United States is a trafficker. Any man who say they did not pay for a taxi or a plane or a train or the Greyhound, you's a liar. You's a liar and the truth ain't in you. I said what I said. Okay? I said what I said. Green Bean, I was trying to hold it. I did good. Okay? I ain't start fucking up to the 2 hours and 46 minute mark. Okay? I ain't start fucking up until then. I did good, damn it. I thought I did good. Don't be up here clowning me. I thought I did good. Okay? I ain't get to the freaky shit until the end. I thought I did good. Okay? Now, that's the uncomfortable truth right there. Any man who bought pussy to come to their house, use a trafficker. That's what happened. He brought these women to his house to fuck him and other men. He's a trafficker. So, my brothers, if you pay for pussy to come to your house, okay, use a trafficker. Okay? Use the trafficker. I said what I said. Okay? I said what I said. Uh, uh, boss man. I keep telling you what kind of category that you in. I don't know if you didn't hear me when I was on Black Men Unfiltered. I keep telling you what kind of category that you in. What did I call you? What did I say to you? And I wasn't saying it disrespectful. I was calling you a pretty boy. Did I not call you a pretty boy? Did I not? Okay. Did I not call you a pretty boy? So that means pussy came to you. Because pretty boys always get the pussy come to them. Let's act like we understand. Okay? Pussy will come to you. Okay? That's what I told you. Anybody who is a pretty boy, if you's a pretty boy, and I'm not being disrespectful, you're a man. You're a man. But if you're a pretty boy and shit, pussy come to you. She gonna pay for the taxi her damn self. Okay? She gonna pay for the taxi, the train ticket, and the plane ticket herself. Okay? But for men who gotta work hard at it, my brothers who gotta work hard at it, because y'all know Diddy ain't a pretty motherfucker. Y'all already know. Okay? Diddy is not a pretty motherfucker, but he got money. Okay? He got money. Now, listen. When you see a bed that look like a fucking football field, okay? The bed is as big as a football field. Look like 10 people could fit in that one bed, okay? 1,000 count sheet from Egypt, okay? And everything is fluffy and shit, okay? The pussy get moist, okay? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This man, just by enticing, and every time you turn around, he telling people, I'll take you shopping, I'll take you shopping. Okay, I'll take you shopping. That'll make any woman drop her drawers. I'll take you shopping. Because you know what a woman does? You give me your resources, I'm going to give you this pussy. That's right. Every woman, I don't care what color she is. I don't care what color she is. That's the truth. I don't care what color she is. And men know it. Men are so good at it, men know it. Green beans, you already know. Let's act like we understand the assignment, green beans. I did good for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I did good. Now the conversation has changed. Okay? Let's understand that. The conversation has changed, green beans. Okay? Let's understand this. I did good for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I was trying my best. Okay? Everybody who rock with me, y'all already know how I do. Okay? I tried. I did good for 2 hours and 45 minutes. The conversation is going left now. Now, he done took these women shopping. Okay? He done took these women shopping. And then he walk up to him and say, now, baby, what you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? What she gonna do? She gonna start taking off her clothes. This is what I'm gonna give you. And he tell you, baby, wait a minute. I got some other people too that, you know, I need you to service us all. She gonna do it. She gonna do it. Let's act like we understand. She gonna do it. So now they got a whole hotline. If you was at a Diddy party, call this number. If you was at a Diddy party, we doing a class action lawsuit against Diddy. We doing a lawsuit against Diddy. Okay? We doing a lawsuit against Diddy now. The thing is that men know women need money. They know. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Okay? Check this out. Check this out. A content creator has said a couple months ago, he was like, if you really want to know how to woo a woman, right? On your first date, take her grocery shopping. Go get her car fixed at the mechanic. You ain't got to take her out on no special date. Go buy food for her house and fix her car. And you going to see the reward that she give you. And you know what the award going to be? That pussy. That's all she could give is that pussy. You'll get that pussy on the first night. Also, check this out too. If you take her, see, a lot of y'all women, y'all be getting on my nerves talking about, oh no, just because he took me somewhere nice don't mean he gonna get the pussy. You're lying. You're lying. You are lying. And the truth ain't in you. If he took you to a nice restaurant and everything was beautiful, everything was 5-star and shit, you got people coming and bring you shit, everybody look nice and everything like that. Okay? Okay? Everybody look nice and everything like that. Okay? And then at the end of the night, he take you to some beautiful hotel and y'all in a penthouse and shit. Okay? And you just met this man. You just met him. You gonna fuck him. Yes, I said it. You gonna fuck him. You just met him. You gonna fuck him. That's the truth. But we're here clowning Diddy for the shit that he has done. But these people allowed him to do it because there was something that they wanted from this man. How is it that they're finding out all this shit about Diddy? Mind you, okay? Mind you, anybody else in Hollywood, okay, that have done the same shit that Diddy has done. They have not got punished like Diddy. They have not got punished like Diddy. But when Diddy start doing the same shit, okay, here we go. It's nonsense, y'all.
Make them do drugs to fuck with you. But you niggas are lame. Losers. Lame as fuck. Just want you to know, you're lame. You're on the internet making fun of a black man's demise. You're trash. You're a loser. You really are fucking, especially being another black man. Like, you're a fucking loser. I want you to hear me clearly. But you niggas are lame. Losers. Lame as fuck. Just want you to know, you're lame. If you're on the internet making fun of a black man's demise, you're trash. You're a loser. You really are fucking, especially being another black man. Like, you're a fucking loser. I want you to hear me clearly.
She said you a loser. Okay? Now, Eric said, woman, give the cat for simple conversation these days. Women give the cat for simple conversation these days. He right for a cheeseburger too, they give it to. 20 in the front. He right, 20 in the front and 40 in the back, baby. That's right. Shout out to Lost in Translation. That's true. You ain't telling nothing. You ain't telling nothing but the truth, honey. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part. Because that's what they believe what they're worth. You know, it's okay for me to be out here giving that but JJ to everybody. Because long as I get something for it. Long as I get something for it, it's okay. But all of us who making jokes of this man, we're laughing about it. Everything is funny. You know, we're doing memes about this guy, this baby oil bullshit. Mind you, the truth is that all the people that we love watching their movies, some of our favorite senators, favorite presidents, all these people that were in Hollywood, all these motherfuckers was at his parties. Even pastors. All these people was at his motherfucking parties. Okay? All these people were at his parties. All of them were there. They knew how his parties went. Do I believe that he drugged these people? I do not. I do not. Because in Hollywood, even back in the day, before Hollywood became Hollyweird, okay? They was doing the most back in the day, okay? Everybody was doing lines, okay? Okay? Everybody was fucking everybody. Okay? Studio 54. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Everybody was fucking everybody. Everybody was doing bullshit. Everybody was snorting it up. Okay? Everybody was weeding it up, lacing it up. Everybody was doing everything. It did not just start with Diddy. It did not. Even if they was dropping stuff in the drinks, it did not start with Diddy. Anybody know, and this is something that your mama should have taught y'all. This is something your mama should have taught y'all. Y'all supposed to know this anyway. If you didn't see the person make the drink, you weren't there, okay? And somebody just come and hand you the drink. You not supposed to drink the shit. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't know if you know that. Put a 1 in the chat if you know you ain't supposed to drink a drink that you ain't see somebody make the shit. I don't know. You know, what the fuck? You go, somebody bring you a drink and you just start drinking the shit. Put a 1 in the chat if you know you ain't supposed to do that shit. What the fuck? And even when you go to the bathroom, okay? Even when you go to the bathroom, and if you don't take your motherfucking drink with you and you left it there, don't you go and drink the shit again. Don't go drink the shit again. You dump the shit out. That's what the fuck you do. You go dump the shit out. Okay? Anybody know that? You at a club and shit. Somebody give you a drink. Okay? You didn't watch the bartender make the shit. They come over and bring you the motherfucking drink. You raise the motherfucking glass. This is what my mama taught me. And my mama was a crack addict. This is what my mama taught me. You raise the motherfucking drink to them. You tell them thank you. You put the motherfucking drink back down. That shit sit right there next to you all night and shit. That's what the fuck I learned. Okay? You leave that shit right the fuck there all night and shit. Unless you watch the bartender make the shit. Okay? You saw the bartender make the shit. Then you drink the shit. But if you ain't see the bartender make it and somebody just brought you the fucking shit over, you don't drink the shit. Some of y'all motherfuckers are stupid. I'm sorry. That's some stupid shit. A lot of y'all already knew that Diddy parties was some big ass orgies. A lot of y'all already knew Diddy parties was some big ass orgies. That y'all was going to get fucked. Or going, some of y'all was going to get fucked, okay, in the ass, okay, and some of y'all was going to get fucked in the pussy. I don't care which one. I'm just letting you know, okay. Y'all knew what the fuck was going down. LeBron James said, "Ain't nothing like a Diddy party, okay." And you see, he ain't even come out. He ain't say shit. LeBron is quiet. He ain't say shit since all this nonsense. He ain't say nothing. And I ain't mad with LeBron. I ain't mad at him. A lot of people ain't saying shit. They scared. Okay? Jay-Z ain't say shit either. A lot of them scared. They ain't saying nothing. But we not gonna act like Diddy is the only one that this shit only started with Diddy. We can't just sit up here and act like this shit was just Diddy. When everybody was doing the shit. Okay? All these Caucasian people who's running Hollywood, all of them, they was doing this shit first. They was doing this shit first before black faces was ever in Hollywood. They was doing this shit first. Okay? All right. Who was running the record industry before black people started getting their ass in there? Okay? Who was running the record industry before black people started getting their ass in there? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All this fresh shit that's going on. Yes, that's right. That's right, Miss O. All this fresh shit going on, getting fucked in the ass and all this other stuff, and getting fucked in the pussy. Okay? All this shit was going on way before. Way before Puff. Okay, how is it that Puff used to be a gopher? Nobody even asked this question. Nobody asked this motherfucking question. Don't nobody ask this motherfucking question. When Puff was a gopher, okay? When Puff was a gopher, okay? All right, let's talk about the shit. When Puff was a gopher, okay? Going to get sandwiches and drinks and lattes and all this other shit. How did he become one of the most famous people in the motherfucking industry? Huh? How did he become one of the most famous people in the industry? Did he get some good sandwiches? Did he get some good lattes that they promoted him to be one of the biggest ninjas in this bitch? Okay? Huh? Of course Diddy did some strange things for a piece of change. Of course Diddy did some strange things with the people who was running that bitch back in the day. Every time you turn around, the person who he was doing some strange things with a piece of change always had him up there on his arm all the time, hugging on him and shit. Okay? Hugging on him and shit. Talking about that he's a good boy. Yeah. What the hell? Listen, Diddy is not the first. He will not be the last in this bitch. They gonna find somebody else. They gonna find somebody else to continue to do this foolery. Playboy did the same shit. Same shit. All those women. You gonna tell me all those women just lived there for no reason? They did the same shit. They had a dark side to that shit. Anytime a woman is selling pussy, there's always a dark side to selling pussy. Always a dark side to selling pussy. Don't no woman have a good recollection of selling pussy. No woman can get up here and tell you she has a good recollection of selling pussy. Like, ain't nothing bad ever happened to her. Ain't no way. Because selling pussy is a dangerous game. I'm sorry. Because you're not designed for that. Women, we are not designed to sell pussy. We are not. Selling pussy is a dangerous game. Either you make it out and you got some issues, okay, in your mind, or you get 6 feet under. The uncomfortable truth is that if we want to do something on our own, right? If we want to do our own shit, y'all gotta keep all that foolishness out of the shit. Okay? Y'all gotta keep all the foolishness out of the shit. Whatever you're trying to do as melanated people, you got to keep all the bullshit out of it so that it would survive. Because once y'all let sex into play, y'all fuck the shit up. One thing that I was taught when I was young by my father, he said, you never, wherever you eat, never eat where you shit. Never eat where you shit. A lot of y'all don't understand that part. That's why y'all always get messed up. That's why y'all always get messed up on your jobs. That's why y'all always get messed up on your jobs. You be fucking people at your job and shit. And then when shit go left and you lose your job, now you got charges against you for harassment and all that shit like that. Yeah. A lot of y'all young ones, y'all think having this work husband and work wife shit makes sense. Y'all think that shit makes sense. Now, am I saying that Diddy shouldn't be punished for the stuff that he's done? No, he should be punished. He should be. He should be punished. I'm not saying that he shouldn't, especially the part where he laying hands on some of these women. But that's not what the indictment says. That's not what the indictment says. The indictment don't say shit about Cassie. The indictment don't say shit about any children. The indictment says trafficking. Okay? Don't even say shit about the weapon either. All the weapons he had too. Don't say shit about that. It don't say nothing about Tupac. It don't say nothing about Biggie or nothing. They got him on trafficking. That's how they got his ass. That's all. That's the only one that can stick. Because the rest of it is just rumors that people say. And even when they had the tape of Cassie getting her ass whooped, okay? Yes. They still didn't add that to the indictment. That's what it is. This is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. He's not the only one that had done this shit. He's not. He will not be the last. The devil always need new circus for his clown. The devil always need new clowns for his circus all the time. He always need new clowns for his circus. And all he doing is getting new clowns. Watch you see. Watch you see. Somebody that you ain't never know a day in your life, never heard of them. They just gonna come out of the woodwork and he gonna be the next Diddy. Any record deals, you're gonna need to go to him. Okay? Watch you see. Give it a year time after they take Diddy down. You'll see. All shit. And I'm gonna be here for it. I'm gonna be here for it. Unless Kamala, because if Kamala be the president, they not gonna let social media say what the fuck you want to say on social media. So if she becomes the president, then I won't be here for it. But if Trump is the president, I'm gonna be up here talking my shit and be like, yeah, that's that, that's that, that's that. Okay. Now, I gotta go. I'm finished. Okay. I gotta go. All right. I don't want to be up here all day. I'm not feeling well. I gotta go. Anybody who wants to donate to the channel can donate through Cash App, can donate through Super Chat, can donate through Venmo as well. The links are in the bio. Okay? If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. If you like my content. If you don't like my content, kick rocks. I give two shits. You can scroll up. There's other content creators in this bitch that you can watch. I give two shits. Just want to put that out there. Just want to put that out there for the people in the back. Okay? Also, another thing, okay, that I want to share with y'all. If you want to shop with us, my family business is called ubmrexfashion.com. Okay? We have the links for Mercari, eBay, and POSHMARK. Okay? If you're interested. Also, YouTube has me to sell merch. I sell merch on YouTube. Hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, and cups. Okay? Go check it out. See if you like it. Okay? Yes, I do. You right, green beans. You right. But since I've been already medicating myself, I feel better than what I felt the first day. So it is what it is. Okay? Everybody have a wonderful, okay, a wonderful afternoon. Much love to you all because you took time to listen to me, and I appreciate y'all for that. And please hit the like and subscribe button if you feel the content. Okay? Don't forget to donate to the channel. Okay? Also, after the video airs, please come back and, put a comment there. It helps my algorithm. Okay? It is what it is. Jason, Jason, I want to see you come back to my channel. Yeah, I just want to let you know. I want to see you come back to my channel. Yes. I ain't lying. I want to see you come back to my channel. I'm not going to block you, but I want to see you come back to my channel. Yeah, I don't. Just want to put that out there. Okay? Just want to put that out there. Okay? All right? Just want to put that out there. Now, I'm done. I got to go. And here's my music. You know damn well you wrong. I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong, baby. I know I'm wrong. But it's my channel. It's my channel. Yeah. Okay. And here's my music. Here we go, y'all. Jason, you mad? Don't be mad, baby. Don't be mad. Okay. Hate the player. Okay. No. Is it hate the game? Hate the game. Don't hate the player, baby. Don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Every time I hear this song, y'all, I'm thinking of Kamala. Every time. Wait a minute. Boss man said that's petty. I know it's petty, baby, but it is what it is. Wait. Miss Straight Up No Chaser said you wrong for that. I know I am, but it is what it I don't smoke. I never liked it to smoke. And I'm going to share something with you. I think because I grew up in a house that, I grew up in a crack addict house, I don't do a lot of worldly shit. Now, I curse your ass out, though. But I don't do a lot of worldly shit. I just never was into it because I grew up in a crack house. Back to the music, y'all.